Welcome to Creatively Homemade Health and Wellness. Today, we're going to explore a topic vital for our emotional well being and overall quality of life. Don't let what you can't control you. Finding inner peace. In our fast paced, often unpredictable world, it's incredibly easy to feel overwhelmed, anxious, and stressed by circumstances that seem entirely beyond our influence. But by deeply understanding the nature of control, identifying what truly belongs within our sphere of influence, and embracing certain powerful practices, we can cultivate a profound and lasting sense of inner peace, no matter what challenges life throws our way. This journey is about reclaiming your emotional freedom. It's a fundamental human tendency, almost an instinct, to try and exert control over our lives. We often mistakenly believe we can, or even should, control every outcome, every situation, and every person's reaction. Think about it. We try to control other people's actions and opinions, major global events, economic conditions, even something as simple and uncontrollable as the weather or traffic. This constant, often futile effort to manage these external factors, which are inherently unpredictable and uncontrollable, creates immense psychological and emotional stress, leading to chronic anxiety and a feeling of powerlessness. The good news, however, is that by shifting our focus and energy away from this illusion of control, we can discover a clear and genuine path to deep and abiding inner peace. The absolute first and most crucial step to finding true inner peace is to clearly and unequivocally distinguish between what's within our direct control and what is absolutely not. Internal control encompasses everything that originates from within us: our thoughts, our immediate feelings, and how we choose to respond to them, our reactions to situations, our actions, the amount of effort we put in, and critically, our attitude and perspective. These are all things we have ultimate sovereignty over. External control, on the other hand, includes things entirely outside our direct influence, such as other people's actions and opinions, major global or local events, past events that have already occurred, the distant or uncertain future, and ultimately, the final outcomes of situations which are often a complex interplay of many factors. Recognizing this distinction is the cornerstone of emotional freedom. Once we've clearly identified what's external and truly beyond our control, the next crucial and transformative step is acceptance. This is often misunderstood. Acceptance isn't about resignation, giving up, or condoning something negative. Instead, acceptance is a powerful act of acknowledging reality exactly as it is, not as we wish it to be, or as we think it should be. It's about releasing the intense emotional and mental resistance we often feel towards unchangeable circumstances. When we stop fighting against what is, when we let go of the need to change things we cannot change, we free up an immense amount of emotional energy that was previously consumed by frustration, anger, and anxiety. This release is deeply liberating and opens the door to peace. Mindfulness is an incredibly powerful and accessible tool for cultivating acceptance and finding inner peace, precisely because it brings our attention to the present moment, which is the only place true peace can reside. Worries about the past or anxieties about the future pull us away from the calm of the now. Simple yet profound mindfulness practices include focusing on your breath, observing its natural rhythm without trying to change it, doing a gentle body scan to notice sensations throughout your body without judgment, and practicing mindful observation, where you intentionally engage your senses fully with your immediate surroundings. What you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. These practices help us anchor ourselves firmly in the present, preventing us from getting swept away by external worries and mental chatter. Our thoughts play a huge, often underestimated role in how we perceive and react to external events. Cognitive reframing is a powerful technique rooted in cognitive behavioral therapy that helps us challenge deeply ingrained negative thought patterns and consciously find alternative, more constructive, or even neutral interpretations of situations. Instead of automatically dwelling on what went wrong or catastrophizing an outcome, ask yourself questions like, is there another way to look at this situation? Or, What can I learn from this experience, even if it's painful? And most importantly, what action can I take, even a small one within my sphere of control moving forward? This intentional shift in perspective can fundamentally transform how challenging situations impact your emotional state, turning perceived obstacles into opportunities for growth. Resilience is our vital ability to not just endure, but to bounce back and adapt in the face of adversity, setbacks, and stress. It's not about avoiding difficulties. Life inevitably presents them, but about developing the emotional and mental strength to navigate them effectively. Cultivating resilience involves several key practices. This includes practicing radical self compassion, which means treating ourselves with the same kindness, understanding, and empathy we would offer to a dear friend during tough times rather than self criticism. It also means prioritizing consistent self care activities that genuinely nourish our mind, body, and spirit, whether that's through exercise, healthy eating, adequate sleep, or creative pursuits. The stronger our inner foundation, the less external turbulence can shake our sense of peace and well being. This is perhaps the most challenging, yet ultimately the most profoundly liberating aspect of finding inner peace. Genuinely letting go of circumstances that are truly unchangeable. It requires honest self assessment to identify situations that absolutely cannot be altered by your actions, no matter how much you wish they could be. Once identified, it involves consciously choosing to release your emotional and mental attachment to them. Imagine the enormous amount of energy, time, and mental space you free up when you stop trying to fix what's genuinely unfixable or control what's uncontrollable. That precious energy can then be consciously redirected towards areas where you can make a meaningful difference, where your effort will yield results, significantly enhancing your overall well being and sense of empowerment. To solidify our journey to sustained inner peace, let's look at some actionable, practical strategies you can implement starting today. First, set healthy boundaries in your relationships and commitments to protect your valuable energy and time from being drained by external demands. Second, cultivate a daily practice of gratitude, actively shifting your focus to appreciate the positive aspects of your life, no matter how small. Third, when faced with a problem that is within your control, engage in proactive and systematic problem solving rather than ruminating. Break down the issue and take decisive steps. And finally, and crucially, remember that it's a sign of immense strength, not weakness, to seek support from trusted friends, family, or qualified professionals like therapists or coaches when you're facing difficulties. You don't have to carry burdens alone. Finding profound inner peace by consciously releasing what you can't control is not a one-time event or a destination you reach and then stop. It is, profoundly, a continuous, lifelong practice. It's a dynamic journey of ongoing self-awareness, intentional choice, and consistent application of these principles. Every single time you choose to consciously focus your precious energy on what you can control, your thoughts, reactions, actions, and choose to accept what you cannot, you empower yourself in the most fundamental way. Embrace this transformative journey. Be patient and compassionate with yourself along the way, and you will undoubtedly discover a profound, resilient, and lasting peace that resides deep within you, regardless of external circumstances. For those of you who are inspired to delve deeper into these powerful concepts and continue your journey toward inner peace, here are some incredibly valuable resources we highly recommend. For profound insights into mindfulness and living in the present moment, explore books like The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle and Wherever You Go, There You Are by Jon Kabat-Zinn. To understand how your mindset shapes your reality and what you can control, Mindset, The New Psychology of Success by Carol S. Dweck is excellent. You can also explore fantastic online resources like mindful.org for articles and practices, or try popular meditation apps such as Headspace and Calm to guide you through mindfulness exercises. For understanding cognitive reframing and practical tools, look into cognitive behavioral therapy resources often found on sites like Psychology Tools. Thank you so much for joining us today on Creatively Homemade Health and Wellness. We genuinely hope this presentation has provided you with valuable insights, practical strategies, and a renewed sense of empowerment to find greater inner peace in your daily life by focusing on what you can control. Your well being is our priority. We look forward to supporting you further on your personal journey towards lasting peace and thriving.